Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Beast. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 3100 BC, the album Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. I really, that last note. I really do always feel like I'm on a stage, okay, with Stevie Nicks, of course. But let's get right into this video, shall we? This video today is not sponsored, but I wish it was. But if it were sponsored, my dream sponsor today would be Treat Beauty. I am absolutely obsessed with Treat Beauty, and my favorite lip balm from Treat Beauty right now is actually this coffee caffeinated lip balm. No, this is not sponsored, like I said, but you guys should go check out Treat Beauty. They have all lip balms, they have hand creams and stuff like that, and the website is absolutely beautiful. I will link it below. I'm just obsessed with Treat Beauty. I also need to get my Manny MUA lip gloss on here so I can tell it all. Okay, now I'm fired up. Let's go. My lips are ready to tell. Oh my God, family friendly. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the extravagant life of Jaclyn Hill. We are going to talk about James Charles. We're going to talk about Tati Westbrook, and we're going to talk about, did James Charles shade Tati Westbrook again? And yes, I do think that he did. So before we get into that, I want to give a few birthday shout outs. Happy birthday to me! No, it's not my birthday, but God, I wish it was. Okay, I mean, no, why would I? I don't want to be another year older. Do you? Well, I guess so. So here's your birthday shout-outs. Nikisha, happy birthday, Nikisha. I hope you are having the most fantastic birthday in the entire world. And Cindy, happy birthday to you. It is Cindy's 30th birthday today. Girl, you are dirty 30, okay? Happy birthday, Cindy. Happy birthday, Nikisha. I hope you guys are having wonderful birthdays today. Okay, let's get right into the drama. So I'm watching this video of Jaclyn Hill the other day, okay? And, you know, Jaclyn she's letting everybody know she's really going through it right now. She's having a hard time and all this kind of stuff. And I'm watching this video and I'm thinking to myself, now, I feel bad for her, okay? Like I said in my video the other day, I can't imagine, like, having your roof collapse on you and having structural damage to your house. But I'm watching this and I'm thinking, but who gets to move to LA to this gorgeous house? Like, I would love to be able to do that, but financially, I can't afford to do that, right? And I'm looking at this house and I'm thinking to myself, like, this is amazing, right? Like, she's got this, and then she talks about the view that she has, and I'm thinking, Jaclyn Hill has, like, she's a pretty blessed life. Like, I hope she really realizes it, you know, when she starts coming for all of the people that feel let down, that helped build her career, that allows her to, you know, live in this extravagant house and all these kinds of things. So then I'm sitting there and I'm watching the video, you know, and she has the Givenchy sweatshirt on and things like that. And then I said that she had the diamond Rolex. Well, it's actually an Audemars Piguet, and I looked it up, and it is a $100,000 watch that she wears on her wrist. So, I mean, it's not a bad life for Jaclyn Hill. Variety magazine reported, and I am not going to throw it up here, you guys can go check it out yourself, but Variety magazine showed her house that she is renting. It is a $20 million home that was listed as $30 million in 2017 and is estimated between $15,000 and $20,000 a month rental. Okay, this is crazy town, right? So she obviously has a very, very blessed life. And, you know, it was funny because I got all these people that were, when she, like, James came to her house and visited her, and here's a picture of her in this sweatshirt that everybody thought was like this Def Leppard knockoff. Well, I knew what it was immediately, okay? Because it's the same brand of the hat that I wear every single day. It's D Squared, and I love the brand D Squared. If you've never gone to their website, go check it out. It's fantastic. But it is kind of high-end streetwear, and it is extremely expensive, and that sweatshirt that she has on that looks like a Def Leppard knockoff is actually a $720 sweatshirt. I know, because I wanted one, and I was like, oh no, child, not $720. That is a lot, okay? So anyway, Jaclyn Hill, obviously, for all of her troubles that she's going through and things like that, you know, has a very, very blessed life, and I really, really hope that she realizes that. You know, I mean, blessed because A, she is able to live in this amazing home. B, have this unbelievable watch and clothes and things like that. C, because she said she has the most amazing boyfriend in the entire world. And D, because she has her family around her. And E, because she's going to be let off and been able to move and release more products. So Jaclyn Hill's life is pretty good. And I think that we need to remember that. Don't we, Jaclyn? I'm just saying, okay? When you're picking on everybody coming for you on Twitter, I really, really have an issue with this. And actually, after I made the video the other day where I just said glowing things and I was very supportive, I noticed she did it again that very evening, okay? with all of the comments that were coming to her on Twitter that were saying things like, Jaclyn, I love you. You know, Jaclyn, oh my God, your update video was fantastic. Jaclyn this. She literally like retweeted to somebody else about somebody that had come for them. And she was like, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm like, why don't you retweet somebody that loves you, one of your diehard fans that just wants your attention for 2 seconds, that said like, I really loved your update video and I'm standing behind you. These are the people that are paying for you to live in that house, Jaclyn. I'm just saying, might want to give them a little attention too. Okay, let's move into that house. We should all rent that house, don't you think? We should all rent it and move into it. Okay, let's move on to the next bit of information, and that is James Charles shading Tati Westbrook. And let me show you the clip really quick about why people are speculating whether or not he is. Here you go.
Oh my gosh, hello you guys. It is currently 10 o'clock and I just got back to my hotel room. I am so exhausted. It is not even funny. I've been up since 4 in the morning. It's been a long day. It's been a fun day, but it's been a long day. Normally when I travel to New York, whenever I go to bed, I always have to take like either an FLPM or a Sugar Bear Hair vitamin. But tonight, my head is gonna hit that pillow and I know I'm gonna pass out and I'm so ready for it.
Okay, so that was from when he was in New York the other day, and then it goes into this whole Ole Hendrickson paid advertisement, which I have to tell you, he did this fantastic, I have to say it's very well done sponsorship, because I wanted all of the products by the end. I truly did. I was like, oh my God, it smells like citrus and lemonade and it looks fantastic. I want it all, you know? And then I was talking to a friend of mine and she said, we're too old for Ole Hendrickson. I said, what? She goes, no, we need the vitamin C. And I was like, okay. So anyway, but when I watched this at first and all these people were like, is he shading Tati? And I was like, because he said he would take a Sugar Bear Hair pill. And I was like, I don't really think just one small mention of that. We obviously know he's done a sponsorship with them in the past, right? I mean, that's what caused all the controversy. So we know that he supposedly supports Sugar Bear Hair. I mean, it's kind of even a joke, you know, like a running joke on the internet. So for him to say that is no big thing, right? Okay, but let me show you this again. And this time when you're watching it, notice that James winks.
Oh my gosh, hello you guys. It is currently 10 o'clock and I just got back to my hotel room. I am so exhausted. It is not even funny. I've been up since 4 in the morning. It's been a long day. It's been a fun day, but it's been a long day. Normally when I travel to New York, whenever I go to bed, I always have to take like either an FLPM or a Sugar Bear Hair vitamin
Now, I'm sorry, okay? But that is straight up shade. That is straight up shade, okay? You're looking at the camera. You know that people are going to think something anyway when you say Sugar Bear Hair and then you wink at the camera when you say it. No. That is straight up shade, okay? And let me just tell you why I have an issue with that. So for everybody that comes to me and says, you drama channels are so hard on James Charles and blah, 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 let me tell you why I have an issue with that, okay? James Charles has been offered multiple times to grow up, okay? And to show that he is this person that should be taken seriously when he gets himself involved in all of these debacles that continue to happen over and over again, right? When all of this went down in the spring with Dramageddon 2, and then he came out of it and he goes, I don't want to talk about it anymore, okay? Because James Charles has a real issue with control. So if he's not controlling the situation, he ain't having it, okay? He's got to be in control. They're all of them a bunch of control freaks. All of them are, okay? Every beauty influencer out there, I think, is a big control freak about all this kind of stuff. But James is like, if I'm not, I will talk about it when I want to talk about it, right? Because Keemstar asked him for an interview to talk about it, and he said he wouldn't talk about it, but then he went on to Joey Graceffa's show, and he kind of hinted at some things, right? So he'll talk about it with Joey Graceffa, because he wants to be on that Escape the Night TV show, right? Okay. But he won't talk about it with Keemstar in, like, a real legit interview. It's just, it's too much for me. And then supposedly is going on national television, talking about it, and all this kind of stuff, right? So he said at the time that he wanted to move past from this, you know, that he wanted to, like, you know, learn from these mistakes and whatever. He hasn't learned a damn thing. I watched that. When I finally saw that last night, you know, it's like one of those magic eye pictures when you're looking at it and it's like, oh my God, it's a dinosaur riding out in the desert. You know what I mean? Like when you're on one of those magic eye pictures that, you know, they used to always have them at the Chinese buffet. But anyway, and you're sitting there and you look at it and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's a mouse and she's got some crazy hat on or something like that, right? I mean, that was what it was like when I saw him wink. I was like, that is straight up shade to Tati. Straight up shade. On the day that she has the release of Tati Beauty. Now, if he would have come out and said, okay, you know, I support Tati and I wish her the best with all of these people. People would have thought it was stirring drama. But why can't we be some real ass people that just grow up from time to time? I really don't understand it, okay? You know, if he wanted to say anything about Tati, why couldn't he have got on his Instagram story like he does every 5 seconds, telling us every 5 minutes of his entire life that nobody would care anyway? I'm walking here and I'm going here and I'm having this sister meetup and I'm doing this sister thing. He must have taken my advice, because now he's doing a sister meetup at La Brea Mall in California. He hasn't done this for 3 years, and it's with him and all of his good Judies. Don't nobody know your good Judies. Don't nobody want to come and meet your good Judies. They're coming to meet you, okay? You're good. This is like the whole Tana tour thing, when she brought all of her friends, like Karina Compton and all those people on, because they were her friends, so everybody wanted to meet them. Nobody wants to meet my friends that nobody's ever heard of before. My God, okay? Let me just tell you. Maybe Tanya Jean. So anyway, it's all just like this, so weird to me. But why could he not get on video? Like, if you want to show you're a changed person, let's not act like nothing went down, number one. Number two, why don't you own some stuff? Why don't you get on your Instagram story and say, you guys, you know that Tati and I have had our differences. You know that we have gone our separate ways as friends, and a lot has gone down. But I am so proud of her, and I am so excited for her the day that this came out and that she announced Tati Beauty, and I wish her only the best going forward. What a sincere moment that would have been, you know? For him to address that there actually had been some crap that went on between the two of them, and then also wish her the best, right? You wish Shane Dawson the best. You unfollowed Shane Dawson from everything because his best Judy, Jeffree Star, and him are building the world's best palette and all this kind of stuff. So you can't wish Tati the same thing? I mean, like, it's just amazing to me, okay, that James Charles, his lack of awareness around all this, and that people want to continue to defend it. So, you know, it's very scary to me. I have to really say, it is really, really scary to me with the amount of subscribers that he has, that, you know, this kind of inflated world that he lives in. I mean, it's very scary to me of who he will be at 30 years old, right? Living this way where everybody kind of defends and makes excuses for what's going on for him. Imagine who he's going to be at 30 years old, being told yes always and that he's never wrong. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, how many of us had to learn from our mistakes growing up? I know I did. Okay, so, and I'm not saying that he hasn't, but like, this shows to me that he hasn't had a whole lot of growth when he's shading Tati yet again. But I wanted to read this message that I got from Olivia, and I asked Olivia if I could shout her out. So I'm going to read her comment because, you know, one of the things I love is when you guys, like, sound off in the comment sections, but also, you know, when you give me food for thought or you DM me, and I'm trying my best to keep up with them, but when you DM me about, like, conspiracies that you have, conspiracy speculations or thoughts that you have, and she said, so, Tati mentioned during a previous video, during Dramageddon, that James was aware of some projects that Tati was working on and suggested that he had the power to leak this to the public, which he did not. Okay, he didn't. But with his new palette being released next week and Tati's seemingly sad post the other day on her IG, could it be possible that this was premeditated by James, say perhaps he had full knowledge Tati's palette would be released on the 25th? As James said in the announcement, the shadows are the same exact shades and of the same exact formula. Therefore, as we learned in Shane and Jeffree's series is really becoming like a textbook, isn't it, at this point? I mean, it really is going to be going forward, because when people come out and say things, they're going to refer back to that series. It actually was very smart that they did that. And when Jeffree said in the series, like, we're showing things that other people have never, like, nobody knows, like, I don't think we really had any idea the implication of that statement when he said it. But she said, as James said in the announcement, the shadows are the exact same shades and of the same exact formula. Therefore, as we learned in Shane and Jeffree's series, it really does not take very long to push out the palettes once the colors and formulas have been selected, particularly for Morphe products, given the lesser quality of their packaging. She said it, I didn't. But thank you so much, Olivia. Oh my God, Olivia, thank you so much for attending drama class. And, you know, I have to agree with that. The other thing that's interesting to me about this is, well, just let Tati have her moment. Like, why can we not just let Tati have her moment? You know, like, this is so fantastic. And I don't believe that this is just going to be eyeshadow palettes. You know, in my live stream last night, we were all talking about it. And a lot of people were like, I really wish that she had, you know, done something else. And I said, okay, what would be other, they said they were all underwhelmed by what beauty influencers release. And they wanted different products. And I said, like, what? And a lot of people said foundation, which I thought was interesting. But, you know, like, I'm hearing a lot about the fact that, like, this is bad timing for Tati. I've seen it on Twitter, things like that, you know, that Tati shouldn't be releasing this because Shane and Jeffree's series is coming up. What is that? Like, okay, we can't all release things. Okay, we're all supposed to hold our money for Shane and, I mean, maybe, I guess, if that's what you're going to do. But can't other people release palettes too? Like, I remember, you know, at one point it was like Laura Lee released, I think, Cat's Pajamas, Manny released Life's a Drag, and Jeffrey released Thirsty, all within the same, or I don't know which one it was of Laura Lee's, but there were like 3 palettes that were released all with right around each other, you know? And it's like, can we not release palettes on top of each other? I think the Tati James thing is, I think it's interesting to me, the timing of all of it, you know? So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You know, I'm still holding out. I know whenever I say this, people are like, Peter, I'm still holding out that James at some point will lose his arrogance, ego, and pride and will grow up a little bit and humble himself. I'm holding out, okay? Because I really think that if he could, I think that he could be this even bigger phenomenon than he is already, and that is holding him back on YouTube, and he really doesn't understand that, you know? So anyway, arrogance, ego, and pride are very, very powerful, you know? But so is humility. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.